A sa razlogom
Radi mikrofon, moraš da proveriš. Bla 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 bla. Mislim, nebitno je. Ali to, nego ću se da proveriš koja je...
Welcome to the annual 2K TV award show.
We've seen some
Evo, stoji mi sad na My NBA 1.
All of you have shown up and
Kaj
made
si
this
kažem kad sam
community the
promenio.
absolute best in all of gaming.
Promenio sam.
And in this episode, we're recognizing all of you that put in the work and rose above the rest in NBA 2K25.
We'll be giving away 10 2K
Pa
TV awards
ili
this
5,
week,
nije više od toga.
including the top play of the year, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And winners will receive not only bragging rights, but some pretty sweet rewards. NBA 2K26 with VC, my team cards, and so much more.
And throughout our award show, we will be bringing you 2K TV Interactive. All questions and the VC you get from answering correctly are presented by Hotels.com.
This is an award show, so let's start with a question about some wins. What do you think, Alexis?
I like it.
Which NBA team won the most games in the 2024-25 regular season?
Was it the Celtics, the Thunder, the Cavs, or the Rockets?
I'm red, I don't pick and choose, it's up with whoever. All my diamonds cert, and all these members 32. Smiling in my IO 32. CA doors open up for me. Heard the injury.
Jel opet igramo kurenti ili?
Baby, I'm important.
Ajde, vrat.
It came with it. Yeah, that's my favorite. The P my only. I said no, but you my favorite. Nah, for real. Yeah. Rick. Nah, I can't make it mine, but I can make it.
Siba tim, what? Ne, seri.
I just threw 10,000 something ones in his club. I'm popping this so hard cause I ain't used to. Deep, ain't got no type, they want stupid.
All time, huh? Baš? Da igramo all time classic ili current? Ajde. Pap. Ne, aj... Ne mogu da držim R2 i da ono tu. Da, ti reci stani jer ti ne vidiš gde sam ja stigao kasno, ajde. U stvari, vrti ti, samo reci stop i šta nam pati. Ti reci. Da.
Always stick to the plan. Until you reach your destined place. Try to be yourself. To be frank, I've paid my dues. All I want is to win. Make nobody see me finish.
Da imaš triangle.
We are live from Boston for an Eastern Conference contest with the Celtics. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And reporting from the sidelines all game long, we've got David Aldridge. Here's Young. Drives to the hoop. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big man. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of
Inače,
Porzingis.
ako vidiš da se mnogo u bacanju, promenili su ovaj perimetar što se pomera i ne mogu da
He's
skakati.
always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
Sad.
Young's shot is off.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looks good from here.
Here's Brown. Johnson
Vidi,
with the
kako
block.
se radi?
Here's White. Off target from outside.
Kako se radi floater sada? Nije kao ranije na dole samo da povuču ovaj
Nice
pad.
ball movement here by Atlanta.
Zone gore.
Johnson outside. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it. While he's a bit undersized for a forward, he more than makes up for it with his balance.
And here is Okongwu. Deflects the pass.
Ja,
Six
ni
to
ne
shoot.
znam.
Young outside. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals
Zig.
run in 21. That was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
And so it's Atlanta with it after the basket by Boston.
Kad drži šalba.
He lobs it up. And Okongwu slams it in.
And this kid, Ricochet, is a team-first kind of player, willing to give it up to the open man.
Tatum down low. Up top, Brown. It's White on the wing. It's good. The assist that time.
Ben
by
White.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And so LeVert will bring it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 4. Driving in. And a strong finish with two hands.
And just so good at reading angles. When LeVert spots a lane to the rim, he is all over it.
On the wing, Brown. And Capella sends it
Nije
down.
ni na gore, ja ne znam kako su bacili.
Now here's LeVert. The three from Johnson. Good on the triple. Johnson's got 5 points so far.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Pass to Cornette. Here's Pritchard. Here's Hauser. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. The Hawks leading. LeVert with it. Here's Mann. Up in time.
Ah, yes.
He nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Pass to Shireman. Picked by Horford. Going inside. And he floats in for the easy two. Great assist on that one.
textbook use there of the pick by Horford. Strong footwork gets him to the shot.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
To the paint. Here's Hauser. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Hauser's got his first basket. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Screen by Niang. Here's LeVert. Pass to Mann. Now Niang. Back to Mann. Just 4 to shoot. Rebounded by Tatum.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple of years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And you hear Richard about players dunking and putting a hurting on the rim, but that iron sometimes can put a hurting on a player's hands too, right?
Oh, and then when you get older, those landings, they can start to hurt too. End of the day, there's a price to be paid for all that high flying and rim wrecking, and it's worth it.
He's smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
Pass to Brown. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. 1:29 left in the first half. And a deep three from Young. From beyond the arc. Young's got the lead up to 4 now for Atlanta.
And easy to admire Young's confidence. Knows he has the ability to drain it from way outside.
Here's Tatum. Off target at the rim. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. .50 seconds left here in the second. Pass to Krejci. Releases. Young, no good.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And how about the burst there of speed from Holiday on the drive, zipping in before the D can rotate.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to LeVert. Launches it. Kept alive. Okongwu.
Jaylen Brown.
Terrific anticipation by Brown, managing to see the shot coming and get ahead of it.
And it goes down 2 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Shots good from Young.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
Here's Tatum, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. And not even three-quarters out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter. And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Back to Daniels. Just 5 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. A nice shot by Young. Young's got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
And I like the resourcefulness Young brings to the table, taking any shot he can create.
Y'all business.
Puts up a deep three. Brown, no good.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And that one is good. Young's got 6 in the quarter.
And this game belongs to Young right now, and he is simply making everything.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Here's Tatum. Johnson with the block. Young for 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Young from the arc. Porzingis with the rebound. Outside, White. Outside, Holiday. White looking around. Lock at 6. Tatum with the drive.
So agile on the drive. When Tatum puts it on the deck, man, he is a major problem.
Here's Young. Shoots over White. Young, good. Young's got 15.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Outside Holiday. Here's Tatum. Rebound by Johnson. So it's the Hawks now. Young for 3. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
And most of the time, you expect Young's 3-ball to fall. That's just how good he is.
Holiday gets the bucket.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Young. Here he goes. Rebound by the Celtics. 36 seconds left to play in the third. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
For the Hawks, he's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. The combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference final. That is a ridiculous run.
Down low, and Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Here's Horford. Second shot opportunity. Tie game in Boston. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return.
The Hawks, 33.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Here's Krejci. Now Levert. Fires the 3. Here's Niang. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And here is Craig. Pass to Hauser. Just 5 on the clock. The layup off target.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Niang with the ball. Craig defending. Here's Krejci. Back to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Picked by Horford. Rebound by the Hawks.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
Here's LeVert. From the arc. And Pritchard pulls it down. Boston trailing.
That's a real deal.
Left side, Horford. Pass to Tatum. Inside, Tatum.
The efficiency from Tatum on the offensive end is terrific, not letting any scoring chances pass him by.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Both teams will make substitutions. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. We told him he liked the way they were working, but he said we have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. 1:57 left to play here in the fourth. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
And this is exactly who Tatum is. Someone who doesn't back down from taking the big shot.
Young's got 14 points here in the second half.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Mr. Porzingis. The kick out for Tatum. The Celtics need to get a shot off. The Hawks working the ball around. Okongwu a screen. Young outside. Tries the spin move. There's the triple. Again, Young missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Tatum on the wing. Over Daniels. Tatum wide open, fires one. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
To Razbijam. Young outside. From the wing. It's good.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the time. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this tournament?
And if you can get a three, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick two and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point. So I think I'd go for the tie in a
defense. There is a listen defense.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Man, he reaches.
Now, here is Young. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack the confidence.
Really putting the bigger defender on his heels. I love seeing aggressive finishes like that. And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a three-point game.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. What do you think we're going to see here?
And they need a three to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbounds, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. They battled with everything they had.
Poena, 4 skoka, 2 asistencije. Pa da, pa ti igraš samo s jednim igračem, non stop, pa to si igraš sa svojom, pa sad igraš sa svojom. Ne znam, igraš igrač. Ajde, pešalo. Ajde, hoćeš opet isto? Ne, reci što. Oh, damn it.
In a mood, come I flight there late. So I jumped on a private jet and I'm asking a pilot the ETA. Lambo parked on a landing strip, everyone in my DJ paid. Why is my man talking about inshallah? These times he don't even pray. Why is my man wearing a Jesus piece? How did she squeeze in them jeans? Petitest waist. Take time with it. We don't beat.
We've got the San Antonio Spurs facing the New York Knicks. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Here's Fox into the lane, and it's Fox with the jam.
Play control. We have De'Aaron Fox cleared for takeoff.
Brunson scanning the floor. Anunoby outside. Nailed from three-point land. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
To the middle. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Fox from outside. The Knicks pull it in. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Well, earlier I spoke with Tom Thibodeau, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
The numbers will back it up, Brett, but when you watch OG Anunoby, it's easy to see why he is an elite defender.
Yeah, Kevin, he's been slept on by a lot of casual fans around the NBA, but trust me, diving deeper into the numbers, OG's defense is elite. He's got that strength, he's got the wingspan, he's got great instincts, and he is daunting for any would-be scorer that wants to put points on the board.
Here's Brunson. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. And it's Vassell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 1:49 left to play here in the first. Here's Brunson. And that one, good.
Oh, great move there from Jalen Brunson.
Here's San Antonio now. They trail by 1. Puts it up. No good off the front iron.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
But even in my dreams, I work on my technique. On a different time, like Protect Philippe. I want janitor engraved on my AP. I do not
Da me čujete? Da, ne šalim.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Welcome to New York, home court advantage for the Knicks. Now here's Towns. Back to Hart. Out to Brunson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he banks in the layup. One thing, Doris, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
Here's Brunson, following the bucket by the Spurs. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul. On defense, the Spurs. And here's Brunson outside.
And the fast hands from Fox on defense. He never lets up on the pressure. Really makes you work for the shot.
That one falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And a fun run by the Knicks in the playoffs. But Doris, horrible injury luck ended their season.
Kevin, borderline absurd bad luck for injuries. You think about it, Julius Randle goes down in the regular season. And then in the playoffs alone, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, and Bojan Bogdanovic all miss significant time. And who can forget Jalen Brunson getting hurt in that Game 7? Almost unreal bad luck.
Here's Fox. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. Count it, good. Fox has got 6.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
Now here's Brunson.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And Fox gets it to go.
Nice work inside from the smaller Fox. So cunning and crafty around the rim.
And Jalen Brunson again. He's got 8.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Now, here's Fox.
Da mi je iscuro. Kako bi letao pristupiti televizor, nije ti jasno.
Inside. Stolen
A
away.
jasno šta? Igrao badminton sa onim najboljim igračom badminton.
Brunson with a clean look. Sinks the triple.
What a confident stroke from Jalen Brunson. This guy doesn't have to dominate with the ball in his hands.
Fox goes in. Here's Barnes. That one's not going to go. Some solid defense from Hart. The Knicks with the lead. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
And sometimes Fox just can't be contained. I mean, he plays with so much heart and passion and terrific scoring, even when he gets bodied up.
So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15 and 56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Now Payne.
Op, ja odem tamo, pa, lalo, pa, op, vidi okio.
Outside Robinson from downtown. And no good that time. Jalen Brunson has been on display for the New York Knicks. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no sign. 14. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
Here's Sohan.
Ja se izvinjavam. 2000, no 2-2-15. Što sam ispao majmun.
Basket counts.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your New York Knicks.
Paul left side.
Hoćeš na drugi teren da ti otvorim kapiju ja, da prođeš, na pomoć da imamo jedno u treningu.
Shot clock at 5. It's blocked. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Pass to Achua. Here's McBride. It's good from long range. McBride's got the lead up to 4 now for New York.
Palio sam kako funkcioniše strelica.
5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the three. That's a dangerous proposition.
And Fox has it in the corner. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And the wide open shot from Paul. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Look at Chris Paul getting aggressive. He's not going to let that three go unanswered. He's too competitive for that.
Here's Anunoby. And
Anunoby
slams it in.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, when Fox gets into a rhythm, he is tough. Having himself a night.
Several teams changing it up here. Doris, it's great to see the excitement that surrounds women's basketball currently, isn't it?
It's great, Kevin, that these incredible players with a high skill level are being acknowledged, not only for that skill, but the quality of play, the competitive spirit of these women. They have worked as hard, and they should get as much recognition.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the half. Vassell outside. Outside, Fox. 6 on the shot clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jalen Brunson. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting streak has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% of field tips per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
Brunson goes in.
Jo, šiljac, ja ću živjeti 150 grama I obutu male kašice.
Well, this is the very definition of Jalen Brunson's game. His ability to get past defenders and create for himself or his teammates. That is nicely done.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into
that
area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Bridges outside. And a miss there on the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Fox gets it to go.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight.
Kao da sam ja zaključio profiliju.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Ja ne razumem kako ti ne izađeš iz terena, to mi samo nije jasno. Ajde.
17 seconds left to play in the
Ja
first half.
Bigoćen, opet sam ja Bigoćen, s kim ja šutiram. Sa Menakijem.
Wembanyama left side. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for San Antonio. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Barnes outside. Pass to Wembanyama. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Towns. Wembanyama, no good. Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
Here's Fox. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Fox has got the first basket of the third quarter for the Spurs. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Bridges outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset,
Ronnie, can you hear me? I'm famous streamer for your YouTube channel.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Here's Fox. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And there's the drive. And it's Fox with the jam.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
Vassell outside. Barnes, bounce pass. Ripped away. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Brunson and a missed layup. Spurs leading by 7. Here's Wembanyama. Vassell outside. Wembanyama, a screen. And here is Fox. It's Wembanyama at the elbow. Here's Castle. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Pass to Brunson. .102 left to play in the third. Hart, that's good.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
And San Antonio has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And here's Barnes for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Towns with it. Beaten out by Barnes. Bucket is good. Now just a 3-point San Antonio lead.
Boy, for a man his size, Towns does a sensational job running the floor.
Fox, no good. Brunson outside. On the wing, Bridges.
Yeah, simply stated, Jalen Brunson's filling it up right now. There are no signs that he's slowing down anytime soon.
Blocking foul called on Jalen Brunson.
San Antonio making a switch here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Stolen by Brunson. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
15 seconds left in the third. Here's McBride. Here's Achua. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Knicks lead by 1. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. New York ahead.
Nikola, John Jones se retirovao I Arsenal je novi undisputed.
3 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. New York with the ball. McBride with the ball to the middle. And that one's good. Towns.
Don't you love how Towns' hands are always ready to receive the pass? Terrific job on the pick and roll.
Paul with the 3. The Knicks pull it in. Now here's Achua. And the foul on Jeremy Sohan. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And it's Vassell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Brunson. Pass to Towns. Out to Brunson. He goes up again. And it's Towns missing.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Here's Vassell. That one doesn't go. New York leading by 3. Brunson outside. On the wing, Bridges. Takes it off the glass.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
Outside, Fox. Pass to Castle. 6 to shoot. Here's Barnes. That one goes. Count it. Barnes has got his first basket.
He's just able to score from anywhere on the floor, but Barnes loves that high percentage area.
He gets that one. Brunson's got the lead up to 5 now for New York.
And the D not really doing his job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. Told us, guys, I need you all to come together right now on both ends. This game is not over, and you need to go out there and take it. Now, coming out of the timeout, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. It's too hard. Shoots over Fox. That one, left. Spurs trailed by 3. .139 left in the game. Barnes the screen. right at the free throw line. Fox, no good.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And here's Brunson outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Brunson's got 24.
Consistency as a jump shooter. Jalen Brunson with that quick, compact release.
Wembanyama. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. He needs to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Nerves never show through. Brunson is calm and cool as they come down the stretch.
Wembanyama outside. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking jump shot, get a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie barred the door.
Boy, you have to love how Jalen Brunson orchestrates this offense. So good at getting the ball where it needs to be.
Knocks it loose. And stolen by Vassell. It counts. And now they trail by just 4.
Oh, with that calm demeanor, Barnes sticks that one right in their eye.
It's the first that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
And a wide open look for Wembanyama. And it's off from 3-point range. And he commits the intentional foul. And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaking.
At the line, 2 shots.
And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 7-point lead. San Antonio calls timeout. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
A lot to talk over and improve on for next time.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
Here's Fox. Off target at the rim. From deep, Brunson. And so it's the Knicks with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans...
Skor 28 poena. 4 asistencije, 1 steal. 2-5 za 3. I tvoju imao 28 poena. Ali imao 2 više asistencije i 1 steal. Tvoj imao 2 turnovera.
I can give you anything.
Ne meni, brać.
Silhouettes and static. The mirror sees you like fire and ice. Dark side.
Aj, gasi. Če da biramo ili... Alice. Ah, je on 7 swing, ne može.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. It's the Sacramento Kings and the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Stojakovic. Three-pointer off the mark. Jordan inside. Beyond the arc. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
Poi faccio uno
Here's Bibby. From the wing. And the jumper is on the mark.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Here's Green. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And a fast break now for the Bulls. And there's the lob. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Here's Divac. Pass to Bibby. Launches a three. They get it back. Goes up with it again. Divac can't get it to go.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Here's Gervin. Back to Jordan. Here's Gervin. Shot clock at 6. Jordan with it. Here's Green. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Chicago shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. No good on that
one. Sidney Green.
And the second free throw is good. And it's Sacramento's ball. It's a 3-point game.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Jackson right side. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento.
Coming on the floor for your Bulls, number 40.
56 left to play in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Weber. Hits the jump hook.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
The Kings making a switch here.
In for the Kings, number 5.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Knocks down the triple.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Macy. Pass to Jordan. Clock at 6. Here's Oakley. Here's Gervin. Jordan up top. Second shot opportunity. And again, Chicago, no good.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Now here's Jordan. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And here's Jackson. Over to the left wing. Turkoglu. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Turkoglu's got 5. The Bulls trail by 5. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Macy. And it's all from 3-point range. Jackson down low. Pass to Turkoglu. Puts up a 3. And another Sacramento 3.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
And so it's Sacramento up by a healthy 8. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Sacramento.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, It spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Pass to Green. Here's Banks. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
It's Jackson, high post. No points so far. Turkoglu's shot is off. Bulls trail by 6.
Samo se dignem na krevet. Ušim na podu na kolenima, brat. Pa punim se gledaj.
Here's Paxson. Six to shoot. Pass to Banks. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Count that one. Green's got 5. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Bibby. Now here's Wallace. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Here's Holton. Wallace pulls it in.
Era mogo sam jednog igrača mača podobno.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Shooting for Sacramento.
And he sinks the second. And it's the Bulls with the ball. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. To the paint. Pass to Paxson. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3. Paxson's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
Deflected. They get it back. Tries again. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. These are his first free throws of the game. He's off on the first. The Bulls making a switch here. Good on the second one. 1:49 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Macy. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Banks. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
6 on the shot clock. Shots blocked.
Pa ono, otkud znam, Jordan je možda bio radio, ne znam. LeBron je go sam.
Here's Pollard. Pass to Bibby. Down low. Here's Stojakovic.
I Stojakovic nabijem ga na...
Stojakovic has got his first 3 points of the game. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. So the Kings making a change here. Bulls trail by 8. Pass to Oakley. "51 seconds left in the first half."
Oh.
Second team foul.
Now Jordan. Clock at 6. Off target at the rim.
A ono Air Jordan I to malo avionika mi.
Normally that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Pass to Turkoglu. There's the triple. Oakley with a rebound. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Jordan, good look. And that's off the glass and in. Jordan's got 6 points.
Well, that's taking full advantage of the opening. The defense probably willing to give him that one, but I like that he's capitalizing on it.
Pure from 3-point range. And the Kings lead by 9. Right side, Green.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he's good on the 2nd. And so it's the Sacramento Kings finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, the tide can shift. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Here's Macy. No made baskets yet. There's the steal. Back come the Kings in transition.
Ja sam ga koristio. Ja sam napravio faul. Oh my god.
Here's Christie. Over Jordan. Christie's shot is off.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Knocks it loose. Green with the ball. Green picks him up. Pass to Christie. The 3 is up. Rebound by the Bulls. Jordan goes in. And that comes off the assist by Green. Jordan's got 8. Sacramento leading by 6. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. On up the court. Outside, Green. Pass to Jordan. Shot clock at 6. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Here's Weber. Rebounded by Green. Jordan with it. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Kings lead by 3. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. And it's hammered home by Green.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Jackson surveying the D. Here's Weber. Sacramento again missing. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Chicago. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Tipped away. Back come the Kings in transition. Pass to Stojakovic. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Stojakovic has got 8.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, yes type of shot.
Here he goes. Paxson. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Nice shot by Christie.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
They set a pick. Here's Paxson. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to Christie. Here's Stojakovic. For three. Another three for Sacramento.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Here's Paxson. And there's the drive. Count it. He's got 5.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Pass to Stojakovic. From deep. That one doesn't drop. The third quarter comes to a close. The Kings on top, up by 7. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on... Quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always
Samo ideš i ogovaraš ljude sa svakim čovjekom, drugog čovjeka ogovaraš. Jebote, ko žena si neka najgora. Da bi Jođe rekao fukara. Cijete.
Jackson, right side. Here's Turkoglu. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Now here's Washington.
Sportista trči ko čotar. U invalidskim kolicima se zalisti. I Tursku da presudi kosmot. Tako to.
Goes up off the inbound. Dallas pulls it in.
Okay, press.
Pass to Pollard. Lets the 3 fly. And Turkoglu gets it to go. And the Kings lead by 10.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Out left to the wing. Here's Fields.
Se više postoje Jordana kako se igramo s kojim idiotima je on igrao.
Here's Turkoglu. 4-3. Banks pulls it in.
Što je za Bo Fields, vidi ga, 95.
Here's Paxson. Misses the finger roll.
Finger roll. Najgori.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Turkoglu. Banks pulls it in. The Bulls trail by 10. Pass to Holton. And the layup is good off the glass.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this season.
The Kings call timeout. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen in on the Kings head coach talk to his team during the break. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you. Here's Christie. Gets the 3 to fall.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Here's Stojakovic. And another Sacramento 3. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Sacramento.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Tipped. Ball stolen. Pass to Jordan. He tries for 3. And again, Chicago, no good. The Kings lead by 14. To the wing on the left. Off the mark there with a 3. And it's Green with the ball for Chicago.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Sacramento making a change here. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth. It's stolen by Green.
First personal foul.
Ne. Ovo ne ide. Secret hidden camera. That's
14 points, their largest margin of the game. Here's Christie. Pass to Bibby. Here's Turkaloo. Launches it. And it's Jordan with the rebound. There's 45 seconds left in the game. Here's Macy. Drains the triple.
da ima G minus, ali sam ubornik. Otvarit ću ti lopanje.
Up and in on the layup. And the Kings lead by 13.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Here's Stojakovic. The three is up. Nice shot by Christie. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that about wraps it up with Grant Hill. Stand.
Mش ممكن. Hadi alış. A neću to, ajde opet, zamotaj. Dobro, slušaj se. Dobro, imaš, šta je ovo? Ovo je Smith, ali glumac.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. It's the Miami Heat facing the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against Flint.
Yeah, showing absolutely zero fear as he goes right at the bigger defender.
Now, here is Morning. Dirk Nowitzki unable to get his shot to go. Chandler with the steal. Nowitzki outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
What confidence from Nowitzki, managing to get his shot off. Wow, still drawing contact.
2 shots.
He's off on the second.
Early pogodi, a slightly late, to meni nije.
Now Hardaway. Pass to Morning. And the dunk by Morning.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Now here's Kidd. Over Hardaway. Kidd gets the bucket.
Well, that's taking full advantage of the opening. The defense probably willing to give him that one, but I like that he's capitalizing on it.
Here's Hardaway. Pass to Marley. And Brown now atop the key. Lock at 6. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Here's Nowitzki. Got it from 16 feet.
A mid-range specialist. All Nowitzki needs is a little wiggle room, and he's going to let it go.
And Jason Kidd picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution for your Mavericks.
There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Pass to Mourning. That one goes. Count it.
Check out Mourning inside, where he operates with such confidence. This close in, he knows he's got the shot.
Chandler is screened. Stevenson outside. And Nowitzki has it in the corner. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Hardaway with the bounce pass. Here's Mourning. Here's Brown. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Tyson Chandler.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Taking 2 shots.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you'd expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Now here's Butler. Pass to Cardinal. Here's the screen. Back to Butler. And he makes good on the layup.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pass.
Hardaway with it.
0-13 on i
On the wing, Hardaway.
Što ga je distraktor baš prašno.
Shot clock at 5.
Pa ne znam šta se igra.
The Heat need to get a shot off. Miami no good on that time either. Poked away. It's stolen by Austin. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Good ball movement here by Miami. Anderson's shot is off. The Mavericks trail it. Terry in the corner. Out to the right wing. Banked in off the glass.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Mavericks on top, leading by just
Aj
one.
kuplaj baš, ako si me kupi. Da li ima neki sukno, ali pa.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Just a late reaction there from the defense.
Da se dosta bio jako kao zeli, ali
Here's Crotty. Pass to Mourning. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Mourning's got 6.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Miami grabs the miss. Here's Haskins. No scoring in this one. Anderson outside. Mourning inside. And Mourning throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Mahimi is screen. And it's Terry off the drive.
And we know Mourning excels at finding these shot blocking opportunities. It's like he sees the shot coming.
Here's Crotty. Pass to Austin. To the left side wing. Here's Anderson. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Anderson's got the lead up to 3 now for the Heat. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And a new group in for the Heat. Terry outside. Inside. Here's Nowitzki. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Mourning. It's rebounded by Dallas.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
There's a minute 34 left here in the second. To the middle. Here's Chandler. And Mourning sends it back. And Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
A minute 20 left in the first half. Now, here is Mourning. He's got 8. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Mashburn. Terry grabs the board.
Seems like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else.
Nowitzki for 3. It's rebounded by Brown. The Heat with the lead. Here's Mashburn. Up top, Brown. To the paint. Chandler with the steal. Right side, Butler takes a 3. Drills the three-pointer. Butler's got 5 now.
You can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Miami again turning it over.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
Outside Kid. And the shot goes in. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
And Kid using that size well inside. Fantastic with the read of the D there and exploiting the weakness.
Traps in the tray. Hardaway has got his second bucket of the game to go. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Mavericks lead by 1. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And here is Kidd. Kicks it out to Stevenson. Good in the assist to Kidd. Stevenson's got the first bucket of the 3rd here for the Mavs. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Martin. Mourning. Mourning throws it down.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
And it's blocked by Brown. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. Here's Nowitzki. And it's Miami with the rebound. Here's Hardaway. Here's Brown. Pass to Marley. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. The Mavericks leading. And stolen by Mourning. Down low. Here's Marley. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Here's Dallas. Outside Kid. Pass to Nowitzki.
There's a good screen. Going inside. From the right block, the shot is good. Nowitzki's got 7 points. Now Hardaway. 5 points in the game. Here's Mashburn. Guarded by Marion. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Yeah, easy call.
Dallas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And Kidd, really just a nightly triple-double threat. Big point guard who can score, pass, and also rebounds the ball.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the
Hvala
line.
sam da tako je lakše skilluje sam. Stavim da biti napravim. 3 puta kad sam ti uzeo loptu, uzeo sam ti tako što sam držao čar. I on ti samo može
146 left in the third quarter. Here's Kidd. Askins with the rebound.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Morning's shot is good.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
Here's Terry. Goes up and lays it.
And you give Terry any lane to hoop, and Jason is attacking, looking for the basket.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Marion with the steal. Launches it. Shot by Terry, no good. Hardaway with it. He has 5. Pass to Morning. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Comes up empty down low. Marion left side. Stolen by Marley. Marion with the steal. Hardaway with the steal. In transition, here comes Miami. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's on Caron Butler.
Big fella Morning out ahead on that break.
Miami shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. The Mavericks trailing. Here he goes. And good that time. Correa's got his 2nd basket of the game. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Yep, it counts.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Miami ahead, leading by a point. And we've got more action. Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Here's Crotty. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by Morning.
Yeah, I love the athleticism of Morning. More so, though, the motor. And you saw it on display there with the alley-oop.
Here's Terry. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He said in the huddle, you got to play some defense in the paint. They're getting too much in there. Battle down low. Time to fight, guys.
Thank you, David. Mavericks trailed by 4. And it's Tim Hardaway with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. outside Kidd. Pass to Nowitzki. Dallas moving the ball around.
Mogu da ih follow up and stop.
Here's Stevenson. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Brown's shot is good. Brown's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Heat.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
A 3 from Marley. Here's Mourning. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
And Mourning's just a beast on the glass, using that muscular frame to get into prime position there on the board.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Third team foul.
To the inside. And Chandler throws it down.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
The Heat call time. This quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Hardaway. Throws it up high. The alley-oop layup, very well done. Mourning's got the lead up to 6 now for the Heat.
And Hardaway always looking to incorporate his teammates. You can see him keeping his eyes moving in order to make sure he's ready to deliver to the open man.
And Mourning throws it down.
And that couldn't have gone better for them right there. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish this thing off in style.
Pass to Chandler. Back to Kidd. Here's Nowitzki. Good in the assist to Kidd. And that's now 9 points for Nowitzki.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, yes type of shot.
Here's the Mavericks on the break. On up the court. And here's Kidd from the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Now just a 3-point Heat lead.
And this team turns to Kidd when they need a big bucket. And now you see why.
Pass to Mashburn. Now here is Mourning. Just 5 on the clock. Got it.
Important points for Mourning. Zoe is a winner, and he wants the ball in that situation.
Kidd attacking. Stevenson outside. Kept alive. Nowitzki right side. Over Mourning. And they get it back.
Heat foul. P.J. Brown. First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Hardaway with the steal. And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Tim Hardaway. 2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And here are the Heat now. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Deshaun Stevenson. First personal foul. Third team foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Here's Kidd. Off target at the rim. And so it's Miami winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that'll do it, folks. So for Stan Van...
I onda najstariji jer kao ne zvedi Bože, on je baš ono u verti.
To možda si Neki da stavimo na isti tip. Mislim, ajde, ne, ajde, pusti ga, čekaj se. Ajde, može, ajde.
Throw it to me cause I can get it on. Rule number 1, keep your eyes open. Rule number 2, stand on business, move like a boss. Sex filth, pick it up, I ain't checking how much it costs. Rule number 3, the beef, let's get to the cheese. Rule number 4, never be butter, there's many more. Get them riches, you can pick like any, money, more. Coach, no, you better put D-Lo in the game, you wanna scope. Let me get your phone number, you know you so fine, baby. I'm trying to get you in my car.
Hi everyone, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. We've got the Charlotte Hornets and the Sacramento Kings.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And so it's the Kings getting on the board first. Walker's shot is off. Lucas looking for an opening. Weber a screen. Here's Robertson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
In the painted area, it's where Robertson can destroy you. He's just too strong and too skilled.
And it's Walker penetrating. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Robertson. 5 to shoot. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's stolen by Johnson. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Jones. And he drives in.
Showtime. Eddie Jones has incredible hops.
Here's Robertson. Good on the shot. Robertson's got 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Good, and Weber gets the assist. 8 points for him.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Outside, Walker. Here's Rice. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
And you simply can't give Rice those close looks because he is going to make you pay.
Here's Robertson. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. And the change here. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now here's Robertson. He's got 10, and he makes good on the layup.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Past the morning. Charlotte moving the ball around. Tries the spin move.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Bowles. Charlotte again missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Robertson drives in. It's good for the 7th time this game. He has shot 7. He has made 7.
And inefficient defense there, guys. If there's one thing you want to try and take away from Robertson, it's the dribble drive.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
Here's Robertson. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Hornets trail by 9. Davis has the open look. Off target from outside. Here's Robertson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And here's Davis for 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Davis has got 5 now. Gets it off. The shot misses. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Kings lead by 7. And the second quarter about
11.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Sacramento.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Charlotte. 9-point game. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Here's Embry. Pass to Lucas. Johnson the screen. Down low. Misses in close. Hornets trail by 7. Outside ball. Goes up from the top of the key. Rebound by the Kings. They've led by as much as 10. Johnson outside. Here's Archibald. Here's the lob to the hoop. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. 6 to shoot. For 3, Bibby. He can't get that one. And here's Charlotte. They trail by 7. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
Timeout. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. And here's Bibby. Still scoreless. Loads it up for Cousins. It's stolen by Davis. Ball feeling it out a bit. Johnson outside. Charlotte no good that time either. Kings leading now by 7. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Stojakovic. 6 on the shot clock. Screened by Lucas. Stojakovic with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Yes, that goes in.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Several teams changing it up here. We've got 1:48 left here in the second. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the NBA again set records for attendance. Overall, arenas were filled to 98% of capacity. Commissioner Adam Silver says we're in a great position. You almost can't fit more people. Kevin, he made it clear the area for growth is in media and especially in mobile viewing.
David, you know this, directly to the fan. I mean, my goodness, all the different ways you can consume the game. It's beautiful.
First personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the away team.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
Kemba Walker.
That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Improving size does not matter. Walker comfortable slamming it up inside.
Now here's Robertson. To the middle. Pass to Stojakovic. That's good. And Robertson with the assist. Stojakovic has got the lead up to 12 now for the Kings. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Rice. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Here's Robertson, and then Oscar Robertson with the dunk.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Getting the and 1. Kemba shows off the deft touch he has on the ball. You have to finesse around that harder defense, and he does it as well as anybody.
Here's Robertson. Off on the layup. And so it's Sacramento. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And the shot goes in. Robertson's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Sacramento. And here's Walker outside. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Walker's got 10.
Well, the catch and shoot is Kemba's game, right? He can play in pick and roll, or he can play off a teammate.
And that one is good.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Personal foul. Second team foul. In for your Kings.
Walker surveying the floor. Got a hand on it. On the wing, Richmond. There's the drive. Pass to Weber. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Now here's Richmond. Drops in the tray. Richmond's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Knocked loose. Here's Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Fires away from way outside. Here's Walker. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Walker's got 5 points now this quarter.
When the mid-range J is available, believe me, Kemba Walker will take advantage.
Pass to Archibald. Off target from three-point range. Hornets trail by 11. Outside, Walker. Baseline try. Back to Johnson. A 3-ball.
2 minutes remaining.
Good on the triple.
2 minutes.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Sacramento with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
And nobody represents the little guy in the NBA better than Nate Tiny Archibald. But forget about the nickname and understand that Tiny plays a big role on any team he's a part of.
Both good from the line that time.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Outside, Walker. Over Archibald. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Simply stated, Kemba cooking right now.
Weber a screen. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. A minute 20 left to play in the third. Now Walker, 14 points for him. Bibby with it. Takes it inside. Yep, it counts. Bibby's got his first basket.
And so tenacious on the attack. Love seeing Bibby take the initiative on offense.
Walker in the post. Out to the right wing. Shot's good by Rice. Rice has got 6.
You know, one thing that has stood out tonight is his scoring. You know, he's kept attacking even when they've been trailing.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
Oh, playmaking isn't a focus for Rice, but this opening just too good to not make it.
Pass to Bibby. Here's Archibald. Screened by Lucas. Inside. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
5 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And so it's Sacramento going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we've got more in 2K Sports. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Hornets trail by 10. Here's Bowes. Pass to Coleman. Misses the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
The time for the ball. Back to Bibby. Launches it. Buries the long-range jumper. Bibby's got the lead up to 13 now for the Kings.
And how about the shooting stroke of Bibby? His three-point shot is as money as it gets.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on what the head coach of the Hornets was getting across in the huddle. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. And they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
All right, thank you, David. Outside ball. The tray. Sacramento leading by 13. Richmond outside. Pass to Embry.
This is the last one.
And here's Bibby. Jacks up a three. And another three for Sacramento.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Ever outside. Pass to Stojakovic. Over Jones. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Ball with a wide open look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
Well, LaMelo ball in the catch and shoot game. He says, I can get off the ball as well.
Weber inside. Morning with some nice D. Hornets trail by 10. Right side, ball. Unloads from 13. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Mourning.
And Mourning just a beast on the glass, using that muscular frame to get into prime position there on the board.
Outside, Stojakovic hands it from downtown. And the Kings lead by 11.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
1:53 left to play in the final quarter. Kicks it out to Johnson. Stolen by Weber. And now Sacramento on the break. Here's Robertson. And the layup falls. Robertson's got 28 points for the game.
And this is what you want on both ends, to win the battle of effort.
And that's exactly what you can control, right? Your desire, your hustle, your will to succeed.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. In a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
They're still slashing and attacking the rim, and the defense yet to make the adjustment and keep the ball in front.
1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Walker. It's rebounded by Robertson. Sacramento leading by 12. Into the lane. And the basket is good. Robertson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Yeah, I think that one closes the door on any comeback hope. Impressive performance.
To me, they just looked a step quicker out there. They certainly looked to want it more than their opponent.
Back to Walker. Charlotte moving the ball around. Johnson gets the bucket. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Robertson outside. It's rebounded by Charlotte. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Stojakovic.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Hornets ball. Substituting on the court.
We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Walker, bounce pass. Johnson from outside. Drains the three-pointer.
For 3.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The three from Johnson. It's good from long range. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris.
Box score, Robertson 30 poena, 1 rebound, 3 asistencije i 1 stil. Ajde, jesi vidio?
Body build my soul, how to dress it. No lanes in my corner, we impressive. Pop back if you tryna get active. Ducked off in the stool, making magic. My paper burning. Addicted to looking good, it's a habit. I'm too cold when you see it, they jacket. No like, no plastic, vibe like in my glass, they classic. I got hits, my bag spinning back. Her real good, I give it to you, no average. Green light, go, give it to her like yellow, salt, red, sand, no. Keep it going, young Uno. Mommy, hello, make you up like jello. Aye, it's dog season, only pop out for a reason. Show face if it's then I'm cheesing. If not, get a check on my demon. Aye, it's duck season. Yeah, only pop out for a reason. Pop out, show face if it's then I'm cheesing. If not, get a check on my demon. Aye, aye, I'll make it turn around. Attention on my part like an ultrasound. Yeah, I can read what's on my mind, no cap and gown. Yeah, I'm brown and I'm happy when she down. That is like the posse hello. The function I can. It's a moment, take a picture, acting cocky. About the music, little baby, love my disc jockey. Matter of fact, this my party, this is awesome. I said it 2 times, no, I didn't since I started. So here's the thanks, tell me who's your father. Go ahead, for the kid, it might be written in the stars, I give my way with words. We could take it to the ground,
ne gledaš kako ti se sviđa pedom.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. We'll see the New York Knicks and the Los Angeles Clippers. George. Nice touch on the shot from close range.
Yeah, muscling his way for the bucket. George doing what he does best.
Pass to Ewing. Now here's Anthony. It's rebounded by George. Here's McAdoo. From outside the arc. The rebound by Guerin. High arcing shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Pass to George. Puts up a deep three. Here he goes. And the jam by George.
You gotta like the momentum on George's drive. Cutting into the defense and clearing himself a path.
Here's Frazier. The shot no good. Paul with some nice D. And it's the Clippers on the break. They get it back. Kicks it to George. Launches it. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Gets the ball and takes the shot. It's that easy for Paul George.
Here's Guerin. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Now here's Paul. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And Paul is very selective with his shot attempts, especially from deep. So you know he liked that look.
There's a screen. Pass to Ewing. Banked it in off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Paul. A minute 20 left in the first quarter of the game. 6 to shoot. Here's George. There's the drive. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
A minute 9 left in the first quarter. Pass to Reed. Anthony outside. Pulls up on the wing. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the contest.
If you're a head coach, you love having a guy like Chris Paul around. He's a coach on the floor for you and helps keep everyone accountable.
And down it goes. 2 points. Anthony's got his second basket of the game.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone. Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Anthony feeling it out a bit. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. These are his first free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And Anthony drops them both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Blocked! On the wing, Anthony. Oh, they pick off the pass. Paul George, and he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Los Angeles. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Back to the game. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Clippers.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And he slams it in one-handed.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
First personal foul. First team.
Here's Free. No good on the quick 3. New York trailing. Here's the Busher. No made baskets yet. Pass to Ewing. Here's Frazier. Just 5 to shoot. And the shot by DeBuscher, no good.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
First personal foul.
Here's Free. Leonard outside. Jordan the screen. Kawhi finishes inside. So good at the rim.
Oh, this is why you get Leonard the ball inside and just let him go to work.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. We're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
First personal foul. First team.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Now Reed. No points yet. And a two-handed jam.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Takes a step back. Leonard finds some space. The Knicks pull it in.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Pass to Houston. .149 left to the second period. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, the Clippers. Leading by 5. DeBusschere. Off target from three-point range. George left side. Pass to Jordan. Clock at 6. Paul for 3. Offensive rebound. George for 3. Nails it from 3. George has got 12.
It seems like George could do this all night. He just keeps finding shots.
Rejected by George. New York shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And he drops the first.
Shooting for New York.
Good on both. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. It's George on the wing. Out to the right wing. For 3. Rebounded by Frazier.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Three-pointer, Anthony. The Clippers grab the miss. George, right side. Pass to McAdoo. Back to George. The 3 is up. Counted from distance. George has got 6 here in the quarter.
Such a pure score. If George finds his shot, it's almost as good as in.
Frazier with the bucket.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Paul. And he makes it on the layup. 10 points for him.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Richardson for 3. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. Back after this. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Knicks trail by 9. Anthony outside. Pass to Reed. And here's Anthony. Over Leonard. And he drains the turnaround J. Anthony's got 8.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
George outside. And it's Ewing with a rebound. On the wing, Anthony. Give him 8. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Good on the second one.
Verovatno drugi najbolji dan u ovom životu.
Los Angeles leading by 6.
Zapravo mi prije kad ljudi pate, ja?
The defense gets in Paul's business, but his instincts are just too good. He's still able to get off his shot and draw the foul.
This is his second trip to the line in the game. No good on the second free throw. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. Back to Leonard. Lets a floater go. Got a hand on it. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Frazier. Anthony outside. Just 5 on the clock. And the shot goes in. Anthony's got 13 now.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Paul into the lane. Pass to McAdoo. Money from 17 feet out. Knicks trail by 5. Here's Guerin.
2 minutes.
1:56 left in the third quarter. Here's Frazier. Inside. Count that one. Reed.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
And the Clippers call time here. Both teams will make substitutions. The Clippers lead by 3. Left side, Paul. Pass to Free. Paul taking his time here. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. A few opportunities so far at the free throw line. He's made 1, he's missed 2.
At the line for 2.
Paul hits them both. 1:33 left in the third. Knicks trail by 5. Here's Anthony. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Brand. Back to Paul. Here's McAdoo. The 3. Anthony grabs the board.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Richardson with it. Now here's Anthony. Good, and that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far. Los Angeles leading by 3. Left side Paul. Back to Leonard. To the inside. Pass to McAdoo. And a missed layup. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now Richardson. Soft touch off the glass. Now just a 1-point Clipper lead.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
It'll be his 4th time going to the line in this game. And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both shots. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Stoudemire. The layup off target.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's Los Angeles up by 3.
33.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one.
To već može.
Paul with it. Pass to Harper. George outside. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by New York. Here's Houston. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Paul. Here's Manning. Now Jordan. Guarded by Reed. So both teams changing it up here.
Personal foul. First team foul.
New York on D. They trail by 3. Kicks it to George. To the left wing. And here's Leonard. He's guarded by Anthony. Just 4 to shoot. Releases. And it's Ewing with a rebound.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Takes a turnaround, Jay. No good off the glass. The Clippers lead by 3. Pass to Leonard. Here's Brand. Back to Leonard. No good with a layup.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
For 3, Anthony sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the Clippers had some words for his team over the break. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team. How bad do you want it? Right now, this is all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. George's shot is off. 1:41 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Pass to Frazier. To take the lead. Offensive rebound. Out to Anthony. Oh, and they take the lead. Anthony's got 15 points here in the second half.
And if you're wondering why the score is so high, look to the defense being played. Not good.
Not a lot of resistance, and trying to just outscore other teams, generally not the best recipe for long-term success.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
Here's Frazier, and the layup is good. And New York leads by 3.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Shot by Leonard, no good. On the wing, Anthony. Baseline try. There's 42 seconds left to the 4th. Here's Frazier. And it's in.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work. But that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Kicks it to George. Knocked loose. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's New York. And now we've got an intentional foul.
McAdoo. That's his 3rd personal foul. Second team foul.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6.
Patrick Ewing. 2 shots.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Good job converting at the line and helping to build this lead.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're down by 7. Your thoughts, guys?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
Tipped. For 3, Anthony. And so it's New York winning this one. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie.
Stava ti za možda, boja. Ja uživam, brate, znaš kako je nešto?
Polovremeno sam vodio 9.
Snajper.
U trećoj četvrtini sam me pobedio za 6 i u zadnjoj četvrtini za 10.
Ajde, dolazi jedno
14-4.
Baš jedno ti, baš gledati svoj prsa ovdje. Ne mogu, ne opet. Ajde, dolazi. Ne, stigamo puta. Eksplodirat će nam ovaj Cargo Bob.
Chris Paul i George po 15.
Ne, jedan ti. Znači, sad još važiš, poticati ću. Eksplodirat će ga, morat će mi početiti sa pravi.
Da.
Sara. Zato se danas da mi damage zato što smo isto sviđali.